Maybe this will refresh your memory.
It all started from a simple TikTok video back in 2022, exposing Rosy allowing sexualized artworks, shipping herself with Luke, and allowing her closest friends to do really questionable things.
Let me just show a video of somebody making a video of Rosy, you know.
Since I was assuming she's a normal, 26-year-old woman, I understand that it was supposed to be a joke and stuff, but it went a bit too far.
It is definitely not a surprise to me that the Gacha community is facing yet another uprising situation involving the big content creator such as Rosy Clozy. But the thing is, the situation was actually covered 2 to 3 years ago. So, you may have been wondering like me, why are people starting to bring it up again? Why now of all times? Just why in general? Things just weren't adding up until I saw not one, not two, but multiple videos covering this topic. If you know me, you know that I'm not the type of person to stay silent when I see misunderstandings and misinformations being spread around the Gacha community. In other words, let Father Galore educate you beautiful dum-dums. So let's start off by pointing out the main things Rosy Clozy was called out for.
This is a work of art.
Now, some people stated that if Rosy Clozy didn't tell others this artwork wasn't allowed or approved of regarding her characters, it means she supports sexualizing minors? No, that's not how this works. Granted, yes, she should have been more strict when it comes to what's allowed and what's not allowed, but she didn't personally request those people to make these types of artworks, and accusing her of sexualizing minors without any proof whatsoever is not okay. Maybe she just wasn't comfortable to comment on it, or maybe she just shrugged it off as fans being fans and doing weird artworks of her characters. But regardless if she did, these aren't exactly sexual stuff in my point of view. These are mildly inappropriate at best, but honestly, they seem harmless compared to the ones I witnessed on other platforms. If you know, you know. But don't get me wrong, I still think this is very irresponsible on Rosy's behalf. But it doesn't mean she supports sexualizing minors in real life, as people stated. Now, this one is definitely complicated for me because I remember liking Daisy from the Music Freaks based on her personality, passion to help friends, and overall appearance. Does that mean it's unacceptable to like a fictional character based on what I said? Of course not. But you need to phrase your words more carefully when showing admiration for a fictional character, which is what Rosy mistakenly did when referring to this comment. Yeah, I know. Don't get me wrong, I don't see anything wrong with, jokingly simping for your favorite character, as long as you don't associate it with age and only age. That just seems a little bit meh. Rosy Clozy recently responded through a community post which I recommend you read to understand why she acted like this in the first place. And while I understand, jokes between friends can seem harmless, you still need to be thinking of your viewers and your young, impressionable audience, who might see this and think it's an okay thing to do, whether it be reality or fiction.
Don't be racist. I am a building.
This one isn't that big of a deal in my opinion. While guess she might need some knowledge of how to do traditional or braided black hairstyles, I don't think it's something she needs to be held accountable for. We're humans. We can't perfect a specific hairstyle or drawing without learning. So maybe just give her some time to learn. And as for the first drawing on the poster, to be completely honest, I've seen this fist in multiple medias and PNG photos. And I'm not sure if you guys know this, but a drawing of a fist doesn't just represent the black community. It also represents power, achievement, victory, and many other things associated with a fist. So I can see how one can unidentify it or unintentionally use it in the artwork, like how Rosy did.
Stop it. Get some help.
I can't exactly state if this is true or not, and apparently a lot couldn't. But from what I witnessed in multiple posts, this was a light-hearted, cringe fanfic between creator and one of the music freaks. It was made by a friend who thought it would be funny. I'll just advise Rosy to control her mods or her friend's actions, as it's not really funny where no one's laughing.
Here we go.
Not funny. Diction's laugh. Are you sure about that?
Now, as far as the bad members allegations, my motto is, if you got banned for a reason. And I personally think that the people that got banned made up other allegations to twist the narrative and make Clozy look even more bad in the public's eye, which I guess worked ironically. But still, we shouldn't accuse someone of such things without full proof and evidence. So on this matter, I'd say, don't trust anyone. I 100% agree this type of action isn't acceptable, and my heart goes out to this person. But it wasn't really Clozy's fault, and apparently, nor was it her husband's fault. Because after Clozy's explanation, we come to find out there was a third party involved, and they were trying to get in contact with this person multiple times. So technically, it wasn't stalking or harassing, but a simple miscommunication.
I'm British, you wanker.
In the terms of the drama and allegations I mentioned, most of these issues were excused in the past based on her being, British for some reason. Like in the age dynamic of her simping for a younger character was okay because it was acceptable in her state. Okay, that still doesn't make it appropriate.
Well, he's a weird little bloke. Look at his cartoon face and his hair. He looks like a Fisher-Price man.
With all that said, in the end, I think we all need to just try and move past this drama, as it's already been dragged on long enough, and people are starting to get tired of it. Rosy finally apologized, and from what I've read, it seemed decent. Not perfect, but good enough, I guess. So, happy ending? Question mark? In addition to that, please leave this person alone, as they didn't make that video for the sake of hate. They had purely good intentions behind it. And we shouldn't use their threats and harassment as a way of deflecting a problem. Basically, in these situations, it's not our place to judge or accuse anyone of anything like being a pedo or a groomer by making inappropriate edits of the situation. Please think before you act. This isn't something to joke about or misinform others of, especially when they themselves are trying to be a better person by moving forward.